Hey, I'm John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. Just finished my run here, and let's take a little view of the beautiful bay that I'm running at here. Pretty nice. This is my new home. You can see why I picked it. Love running out here. I've run out here probably about 6 or 7 times now, and it's just awesome. So today I'm going to talk about a concept I think is really important because I hear a lot of whining sometimes in the comments on some of my videos, and I'm going to talk about some things that you can do or this concept, this idea that you need to understand if you're going to change your situation. So yeah, I did a couple of videos. One video in particular, there was about this guy that was emailed me. He's 21 and never had a girlfriend. You can watch that video here. And then there's another video where I talked about being lazy, about this guy that couldn't read a book, and I kind of called him out to give him some tough love. There were some interesting reactions from those videos, so I kind of want to address those by this one point that I think is really sort of what is the motivation behind this and sort of the solution to some of these problems, which is this concept that no one is coming to save you, that your situation in life is not going to change unless you do something about it. I think there's this misconception. I see all these excuses, right? I see on that video about the 21 never had a girlfriend, excuses, I'm scrawny, or I'm not good looking, or I'm just not confident, or I'm not brave, or I can't talk to people, or whatever it is, whatever the excuse is. It's almost as if, you're waiting for someone to change the situation for you. Well, that situation isn't going to change. What's going to make that situation change? There's only one thing that's going to make that situation change, and that's going to be you. That's going to be you choosing to change that situation. You've got to do something about it. If you have a problem, if you feel like you're scrawny, if you feel like you're not good looking, if you feel like you're not intelligent, or you have social problems or social anxiety, no magic fairy is coming. There's no white knight coming on a horse to scoop you up and save you and make things better. You're going to have to figure it out yourself. You're going to have to do something and take some action. The same thing, a lot of people said, oh, it's kind of harsh. This kid probably has ADHD, and he has social anxiety, and you need to tell him not that he's being lazy, but that he needs to get some help, and he needs to overcome these problems first. Yeah, I agree with that. But guess who's going to do it? He's going to do it. And he's going to do it by working hard, by stopping lazy. That's the way. That's the action that he can take. He can't control whether someone else comes to his aid. I mean, luckily, he's reached out to me, and those of you that are watching my videos, hopefully I'm helping you to some degree, but I can only take you so far, right? I can't hold your hand. I can only lead you to the water. I can only give you the path. I can only give you some wisdom, hopefully, from my own experience and from the experiences of others, especially now that I get to see so much of it, right, and get to hear so many stories. I can share those with you, but it's ultimately you, right? It's going to be you. No one is coming to save you. I think, again, I challenge you to think real deep, to really take this in, and to think about, do you think that someday situations are going to change, that someday you're going to get a fair shake at it, that you're going to get a different roll of the dice, you're going to get a different hand dealt to you, because you're not. I did another video about how everybody thinks they're going to be a rock star someday, and how untrue that is. It's the same kind of concept. Sometimes we can get this, I get this delusion myself. I keep on thinking that someday, this situation is going to change, or it's magically going to get better, but it's not. It's not magically going to get better, and that's what you have to realize. If you realize that one thing from watching my videos, then I'll have done you a great service, because that is the one thing that you have to realize before things can change. And here's the other side of this coin, right? It's not fair. I realize it's not fair, right? Well, sometimes some of us get uneven shakes, right? We get the short end of the stick. It happens in different areas in life, different people. A lot of people say, oh, John, you're kind of sexist and racist and all this and a bigot. And the answer to my question, I believe there is discrimination. I believe there is all of these problems. I don't think that I'm not turning a blind eye and saying, these things don't happen. I realize that they happen. Heck, they happen to me sometimes, but, they happen more so to definitely in a minority as to women to, yeah, but it's true, it happens, but guess what? The solution is not to whine about it, it's to do something about it, it's to realize that that's unfair, but you yourself, taking personal responsibility, have to play the ball as it lands, right? You have to deal with the situation, and you have to choose to overcome, to do what you can, the best what you can with what your situation is, instead of waiting for it to change, instead of waiting for someone to come save you, which is never going to happen. So, anyway, I'm not going to beat this point to death here. By the way, if you want to see, I think I'll do a video on my run. Like, I got a couple of requests to do a day in the life video. I'm not quite ready to do that because I'm not settled in, but maybe I'll do a kind of a run video and just see my run. If you're interested, leave a comment below, leave a thumbs up, and I'll do a video and you can kind of see my running path. And maybe I'll talk a little bit about running and kind of what I do and what I think about it. Anyway, hopefully that helps you. Those of you out there, that I appreciate your concern about the tough love, but if you do one thing after watching this video, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take an honest assessment of yourself and your situation and really think about the fact that, are you waiting for something to change? Are you waiting for some magic to happen, some fair to come by and change your life situation? If you are, then think about what is the step that you can take instead that's going to make a change for you. Alright, if you like this video, subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.